What up, guys? Jason Geiman here with PressureWashHelp.com, king of pressure washing. And this weekend, I had an amazing guys at the class at my in-person training. I had several guys that was amazing, and it was awesome. And I want to talk about some of them. Some of them have been doing amazing things, and I'm going to talk about some that they do good, but I want to hit on both sides of that. And so that's what I want to hit on. So, number one, I want to talk about a couple secrets of how you can run a solo pressure washing company and be successful. So, I was there, H2O Improvement. I don't see him on here yet. Andrew Pitts was there. It was great. I'm sure I'll tell a story or two about him, but that's H2O Improvement started going full-time pressure washing here in March. Or actually, this year was his first year full-time. He was the one I've been talking a little bit about. That's the forklift driver, and he is one that is going to do $150,000 this year solo. No, don't have help. His wife isn't really in the business, and he's done very well for himself. And so, I want to hit on some things that we can do to be able to do this. Now, I know it can be hard, and I know that it can take time, and I know that it can be things of, it sucks. But I want to start putting some quotes up here, because I like people that, never say, I can do that. Grant Cardone, I'm going to put it over here because otherwise I can see it. Saying you can't do something is giving up before you ever start. There is no way you don't know what you can and cannot do until you try. So never say, I can't do that. And there's a reason why we want to be able to do this. I want you all to be successful. I want more success stories. I want people in this audience to do 100,000, to do $1 million. That's what I want you all to do. I want you to be successful. I want you to be able to go out there and do things. So, the number one thing I'm going to bring up is I got nine things I'm going to hit on here, is always be on time. Don't be late. Don't be Usually when you're late, it's procrastination. And if you are on time, you're late, as Jason Feeney put it here. So, you want to get there 5 minutes, 10 minutes early. You don't want to ever be late. When we're late, it just sets that domino effect and other things happen, and that's not a good thing. The next thing is be prepared to work hard. Now, I never said that this was going to be easy. I guarantee you that Jason Huffner that posted here will tell you this is not easy. H2O Improvement will tell you it has not been easy. Andrew will tell you that it hasn't been easy to do over 100,000 by yourself. Greg Townsend, he's another one that's done 100,000 by himself. And so it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard work, especially in the beginning. I was reading a thing from Forbes the other day that said 80% of businesses will fail within the first 18 months. And why do you think that is? Do you think it is just because it's easy? No, this is not easy. It takes hard work. It takes commitment. It takes doing things when you don't want to. You're doing your 5 rounds when you're tired. At the end of the day, you are doing your Facebook lives. You are going Facebook live. A lot of times people be like, man, I can't go Facebook live. Do you see what I look like? And I'm like, yep, I see it. Do you see what I look like? There ain't no difference. So just do it. This is definitely something that we want to do. Jason, I need your help. I have a log cabin scheduled to clean and don't want to wash the stain off with SC. Keep your phone charged and with you at all times so people can reach you. Answer your freaking phone. If you don't answer your phone, then this is why you're going to fail. And usually what happens is, this is usually the case, is we don't answer the phone because we don't want to deal with problems. Or we don't answer the phone because we just don't want to answer the phone. We don't want to deal with customers. I know that there is some, YouTubers out there that, want to hit on your customers and say how bad they are and that kind of stuff. And that's not what you do. What's going to happen if you are that customer? How are you going to feel? How are you going to like that? So make sure that you answer your phone and you take care of your customers. Take care of your customers. And yes, sometimes that's hard. And yes, sometimes that sucks. But that's what we have to do. Now, there's times that we can fire customers, and don't get me wrong, we can definitely fire customers. But, them are usually the biggest PIAs there is. They're the ones that we can't, it's just, you can't deal with them no more. It isn't a one-time occurrence and now we're just pissed off at them and we're ready to fire them. If that's the case, you'll fire everybody because sometime or another they will piss you off. That's just the way it is. But you have to charge your phone and ring and be ready to answer the phone with a smile. Take a deep breath while the phone's ringing. Take a deep breath. Smile, answer the phone. Yes, smiling makes a difference when we answer the phone. It is something that's hard, but it is something that we have to do. It's crazy. I get business competition not answering the phone. You get it a lot, and that's the thing. In the later the season, usually this happens even worse because in the beginning of the season, everybody's like, I gotta answer the phone. But in the end of the season, nobody wants to answer the phone. So yes, answering your phone definitely does it. Have a good attitude. Have a positive attitude. Be around positive people. No matter. Have a good attitude no matter what. Never lose sight of the fact that the customer service is key in this business. This business is all about customer service. Again, we are a customer service business that just so happens to be doing pressure washing. So it's all about the customer. Again, a lot of customers can be a pain in the butt, and I get it, and it sucks sometimes. But this is a customer service business that just so happens to be spraying water. That's all we're doing. We're not doing nothing special. Anybody out there can go do what we do. If you don't think that's the case, just watch. People can do what you do. But you have to have a good attitude. A lot of times I see people, they start going down south and, the attitude drops. And you got to have a good attitude. A good attitude will do way more in the end than anything else. And now here's where we're going to start. So this is kind of staying positive. And now this is kind of where we're going to go into the business side of things. Stay organized. Reminders and daily task lists. Yes, I said the word list. Make sure that you're on a schedule. Make sure that you have that calendar, and stick to that calendar because your calendar is going to be what's going to save you. It's going to keep you from overbooking. It's going to keep you sane. And the more we can use technology, which it's down here, the more we can use technology, the better off we are. The better off we can do stuff to keep us organized. A lot of times I see we get our notebook and we got notes, and we're just putting more notes in our notebooks. And that's not organization. That's not organization at all. In fact, that's bad organization. So make sure you are doing that. Learn to use technology tools like email marketing campaigns and social media market advertising for free. There's tools out there that you can schedule your Facebook post weeks in advance, months in advance. You can sit down there and schedule all your posts out, and now it's just done. Now we don't have to worry about, did I post twice a day? Did I post 2 or 3 times a day? We can sit down at the beginning of the month, play out the holidays, and now we can play around those holidays, and we can schedule all that. We could take 2-3 hours, schedule the whole month, and now we're being prolific. Now we're being consistent. Now we're being relentless, because it's just going to do it every day. It's going to post. And we don't have to sit there and worry about, what am I going to post today? Man, I don't know what I need to post, but Jason says I need to post, but what am I going to post today? Well, you know what? If we can schedule it out in a month in advance, and there's tools out there. One tool is called Metricool, Metricool, or something along those lines. If you put that on there in Google, it'll bring it up. But we can post our Facebook, we can post to Instagram, we can post to Google My Business, and we can sit down and take a half a day, or we can take that one rain day, and now we can sit there and schedule all this out. Because, making systems work for you, and when you can't afford to, and for you, when you can't afford the systems, systems is what makes you better. Systems is what's going to make sure that you're being profitable. Andrew, his wife, Savannah, at the Huge, I was big on, you got to get a CRM. You got to get a CRM. You have to get a CRM. And Savannah was pulling teeth of, no, I don't need a CRM. I have all this stuff on Excel sheets and all this stuff. And this is this is pretty much a solo crew. It's the two of them, but they don't have no employees. It's just husband and wife. And I'm like, Savannah, you got to do it. That will free up your time so you can do other things. Well, they finally got a CRM, and it's like freed up 2 to 3 hours per day. 2 to 3 hours per day. So yes, having a CRM will help you free up your time, and it will make sure that you're getting paid, and it will make sure that you're getting your customers. And so using technologies and tools is the best thing you have out there. This thing here can be amazing. It can be a time suck, but it can be amazing at the end of the day. I mean, I know people that run their whole business off their cell phone. And yes, you can do it. It happens. You can make it happen. Learn how to use, I already did that. And then use social media advertising such as Facebook or Google ads, or use Facebook ads, Google ads. So that way it's hitting every day. It's not me having to go out there and do something. Yes, we need to be putting our signs out. And yes, we need to be doing things. But we can also do things that we don't have to touch. Now, it goes back to what I've said before. There's 2 ways to get business. You either open your wallet or open your time. One of the two. You got to pick one. And in the beginning, you kind of need to do both. It doesn't hurt to do both. It's about getting your name out there and networking and doing all those awesome things and knowing everybody, and everybody knows you. And I know a lot of pressure washers. And most of them are pretty much introverts, or they don't want to be around people, and they don't want to talk to people. But that's what we have to do. We got to make sure that everybody knows that we are a customer service business that just so happens to be doing pressure washing, because customer service goes a long ways. It's not just about, it's not just about doing the pressure washing. Everybody wants to become a pressure washer, and they think that this here is the most important thing, that we get the best gear and we do all this stuff. But this here doesn't do nothing if we can't get customers. This here isn't going to make you go out of business if you can't get customers. If you get this and don't get customers, you're not in a business. You're in a pressure washing business of, you have a pressure washer and you don't have no customers. And so if you don't want to be a pressure washer and you want to be a customer service business that just so happens to be pressure washing, then that's where we got to get out there. We got to get our name out. We got to make sure that you're using technology for your way. Like I say, I give you a thing. It's called Metrical. It's not that expensive. I think it's only like 44 or 45 bucks a year. And you can sit there and you can put all your posts out there, and you can do your LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube, and it can check on your Google Ads, and it'll look at your website, and you can post things, and it will just make it go out there. And that's what we got to do. And then again, we got to utilize technology to increase efficiency. We got to make sure that we're not doing three things, one thing three times. We got to make sure that, we are using technology. I put up here, and one other one is use a virtual assistant. If you can't answer the phone, you can pay Jill's office or hire a virtual assistant, hire a bookkeeper, hire a CPA, hire these things that will keep us being able to focus on the customer service while the business side is still getting taken care of, and we can move forward and we can make things happen because things are still going on in the background. Because a lot of times we get going on about the pressure washer and we forget about the business side of things. Whether that's the marketing side, whether that's the sales side, whether that's the AR, accounts receivable, and we don't worry about those things. We worry about the pressure washer because the pressure washer is what's going to make me money. Well, it's not going to make you money if you're not collecting the money, and if you're not making sure that they're happy and that the customer is satisfied and the customer is amazing and wants to, kiss you because she's so happy that to see the experience that you've done, because she's been nagging her husband for months on end and her husband won't do it. So I'm going to pay for it. So those are some things that we have to do and make it happen. Jason H. and old guys leaves messages. But, I just want to hit on, you can be successful. And you can be successful even if you haven't figured out doing the CRM's customer relationship management. Savannah, they went almost a year not doing the CRM. And, it took a toll. It's hard to try to figure that stuff out. And, they've been really good at Facebook and, doing different things. And I had them on last week. And if you haven't watched that one, you need to go check it out because it's really good and it gets really good. But, we have to make sure that the number one thing we are doing is we are answering our phone and having the best customer service ever. If you do the little things, and I want to talk about the little things here. Let's talk about the little things. So here are some of the little things. Let's start off at the customer journey. What does it feel like for the customer? So the customer lands on your website. Maybe they even land on an ad, and then they go to your website. And your website is easy to use. It ain't talking about a bunch of garble and all about pressure washing. It's not talking about all that. It's talking about cleaning and, all of that kind of thing. And then we go into them. If they have questions, we're answering their questions on our website. They get all their answers on our website. Then once we go from there, they call us. When they call us, we're going to be polite. We're going to smile. We're going to act like this is the best call ever because we're taking care of our customers. After we get done with them talking, we're going to tell them what the next steps that we're going to do. We're keeping them informed so that way they know what's going to happen next. We're not just going to ghost them and say, well, we're going to give you a quote, but not tell them when. Hey, Miss Jones, we're going to give you a quote within the next hour. And then that way you know where to go. And then once we give you that quote, tomorrow I'm going to follow up to make sure you receive that quote. And then, our goal as a business is that you will be so happy about this job that we're going to do for you that you are going to give us a 5-star review. Then the next day when we show up to their job, we're not going to show up late. We're going to show up early. and then we're going to clean their house, and then we're going to walk them around again. And then, if you want to go one step further, when you get there, and if nobody's there, take the before afters. Hey, Miss Jones, I was just letting you know, here are some issues we found before we started pressure washing. Also, here are the before pictures. Then when you get done with the job, you can take the after pictures and say, hey, Miss Jones, we just got done here. Here's the after pictures. They look amazing. Everything came cleaned. And here are some before and after pictures of how well your house looks. It looks amazing. And if they're there, we're going to try to get a 5-star review, and we're going to do a walk around, and we're going to talk to them, and we're going to get the walk around, and then we're going to try to get that 5-star review again. And if they have an issue, we're going to take care of it just like that. And we're going to be happy when we do it. Well, I got all my equipment already rolled up. I think that'll be fine. No. When they're not happy, you're not happy. You make them happy. And you know what? If you got to go back the next day, you go back the next day to make them happy. Yes, we are a customer service business. That's what we do. We are a customer service business. We are a customer service business. We have to take care of our customers. We don't be a jackleg. Don't be a jackleg. Like I said, when you are a jackleg, it does you no good. It pisses everybody off. And let's be honest. What do you think gets around faster? A pissed off customer that you sucked and you didn't know what to do, or a customer that is so happy? Well, I guarantee you, in the groups, if somebody asks about you, they're going to say the sucky customer, and that you're going to get plowed for it. So don't be a sucky customer. Don't be a sucky person that don't know how to deal with customers. So be a great person, and you can grow your business, and you can do amazing things as a pressure washing business. Yes, you can make $100,000 pressure washing and be very well off. And it's not like you got to be around for 20 years. There was a guy that did irrigation, been in business for 20 years, been doing in the business for 25 years. And, he has 13 employees, and this will be his first year that he's going to hit $1 million. Now, I want to hit on that because, he does no marketing, and that's where he's at, but I mean, if you think about it, 12 people times just say $50,000 a year, that's a lot of money just in salaries. That's not even counting the materials and the supplies and all of that kind of stuff. The customer can make or break you. But it's honestly is you can make or break you. It ain't the customer that's going to make or break you. Because if you suck, the customer is just going to say that you suck. But if you're amazing, the customer is going to say that you're amazing. And that's the goal. The goal is saying, hey, this guy is amazing. It's not the customer that's going to make you break you. It's you. And that goes back to taking ownership. You are the only one that can make that transaction suck. If it sucks, that's because it's on you. What did you do that made that transition make you suck? Now, I know that's a little harsh sometimes, and we don't always want to hear that, but let's be honest. If you screwed something up and you didn't get it cleaned, then that's on you. You didn't set the expectations that the oil stain's not going to be 100% clean when you're done, then that's on you. If you give them, hey, it's an 80% chance that this is going to be 100% clean, there's a 20% chance that, it may not come all the way out because it's oil. It goes down in deep and you give them all of that kind of stuff. That's what it comes down to. A sense of humor goes a long way, and it does. That can help you. And some other things that can help you too is um, you know getting small talk with the customer. Not even talking about pressure washing. If they're if they're one of them Michigan fans, and you're one of those Michigan fans, then you have small talk about Michigan fan crap. Or if you're one of them Buckeye fans or UK fans, and you know that they have UK stuff all over, then guess what? Now, don't try to BS your way through it, and you have that same thing. That's why females do so well on the phone, because they can go down small talk trail and never even talk about the pressure washing job. And that's fine. And then when you show up, you talk about, talking about customer service. Actually, I had a phone call today. I haven't gotten back to him because I've been busy. My keyboard went foobar, so I had to get me a new keyboard. Half the things quit working yesterday, so today I didn't have a keyboard, so I had to go get a new keyboard. And I got a phone call, and I didn't get back to him. And he was talking about he writes their dog's name in the CRM. And any little notes about that dog, or any little notes that's special to them. Maybe it's their kids. Maybe it's something that the kids could get a little creepy, but even the dog could get creepy. But when you start talking to somebody about their animal, they will love you. That's like, most people love their animals more than they love their own kids. And you can bring that small talk up about, last service, Sparky broke his leg. Hey, ma'am, I just seen how Sparky's leg healed up, and how is it all that going? That's what it is. Guys telling you, signs. My signs are everywhere. Wherever I drive, I put out signs. Signs everywhere. Sign. You put out a lot of signs, because I remember you've been on a couple times, Thomas. And you put out like a couple hundred signs. You were putting out 100 signs a week or more, I think, if I remember right. But you know what? His phone stays ringing, and he stays busy, and he's doing very well. If I remember right, he's doing very well. But you got to be prolific about it. You got to be consistent. You got to be relentless. Miami. Let's see here. I just got a job at the Home Depot Pro Desk, hoping to make friends with the local contractors. Yeah. If you ever hear when their birthday, write it down. This is a great thing. Write it down and send them a card on that day. It speaks volumes. And then and then go another step. You send Christmas cards. Christmas cards can go a long way too, because it goes back to, who does that? Nobody does that. So if you do it, you're taking those little steps that nobody else does, and that can be amazing. Yes, there is a lot of people in Florida. That's why some people on here say there's only $99 guys. Grass growing on roofs in Florida, Jason. Yep. It's kind of like out west. Talk about their dogs, cars, or how nice the house is. Yep. Main thing is to keep a positive attitude and always be nice to each other, and treat with each customer, and treat them with respect. It's okay to joke around with them. This keeps communication between you and them. Just be careful when you're joking that you don't offend somebody. Hey, Andrew, Pink Ribbon, life is good. Have you sold any Christmas light jobs? Jack Leg, I never heard that one. What up? Fried my SH transfer pump tonight. Lasted me 6 months though. Well, that's a pretty good transfer pump. When the phone rings, it could be a $299 house wash or a $2 million life cycle. Treat them all the same. You never know. And that's the thing. You really don't know what the life value, the life cycle of the value is, the lifetime value of a customer. You can do it, buddy. I just scheduled my pressure washer delivery tomorrow. I ordered 2 months ago. Engines are on back order. You can do it even though it's late in the year. I recommend a surface cleaner. I have a pressure washer for sale. I have this one right here for sale. If anybody wants it, come and get it. It actually has a soft wash system all down this side. I can't point now. I got a soft wash system all down this side now. I say I'm not a people person, but everyone at work disagrees. That kind of goes back to this picture right here talking about I can't. Her story hit me. That's talking about last week's. I'm an introvert too. You just have to get out of your head and get on with it. And that's true, Pink Robin. That's just part of what we got to do. The most important piece of equipment to get to work on is the phone. What? You mean it's not the pressure washer? The pressure washer is not the most important piece? You're right. It's not. I want to start a pressure washing business on the side. I already have a small new GPM to do. Oh, that's what I was going to hit on. You're talking about on the side business. So there was a guy that came to class. He did the Christmas light training and the marketing because that's the middle day. And in that, he has done $50,000 this year as a part-time job working 1 to 2 days a week. And has done $50,000 there. Now, when he first started, he was about ready to quit because he wasn't valuing himself enough and wasn't charging enough. And so now that he has learned how to pressure wash and how to deal with customers and do customer service, now I think his average ticket was like $700 or $800. And so he was like, I'm not even going out on a Saturday if I'm not making $1,500. And so, it can be done, and that's the thing, guys. A lot of people think that, I can't do that much. I'm not worth that much. You are worth that much. Get out of that hourly mindset. Get out of that poor mentality and start making money, guys. And, that is the most important thing you can do. Jason, those old guys call and leave messages cussing. Like the man has said, signs. I'm in the country part-time and making that money. Putting out them money trees. When you put out those money trees, you go collect that money. Anybody ever try a ridiculous mascot on the roof of the truck that wobbles around on a big spring like that? I've thought about that. I'm ruthless with signs. Code enforcement would shoot me if they carried guns. But you put them signs out, man. Makes a big difference. It really does. You got to keep putting them out there. You got to be prolific. You got to be consistent. And you got to be relentless. You have to do it when you don't want to do it. Main thing is, in all of this, is to keep a positive attitude and always be nice to each customer. Yeah, I already read that one, but I wanted to hit that again because a lot of times people forget about that. We send a little gift basket to a new homeowner. They were floored. Yup. I mean, the little things is what sets you apart from your competitors. It really is the little things. It's not the house washing. That's not what sets you apart from your competitor. And all your competitors, whether the $99 guy or the $1,000 guy, is going to clean 9 times out of house is going to clean the house the exactly same and probably use the same chemicals and the same everything. It's those little things that set you apart from the $99 guy. And the number one thing that sets you apart from the $99 guy is answering your phone. Make a follow-up call a couple days after the job. It will show that you care. Honestly, do it the next day. Hey, Miss Jones, I just seen we had pressure washed your house yesterday. We took it all care, and I'm just making sure that you are still happy with it. If there's anything that I can do to make your experience better, let me know, and we will do what we can do to make you happy. Again, if you are happy, here, I'm going to send you a link so that way you can give me a 5-star review, because that is my goal. Hey, Jason, thanks for all your knowledge you share. On your trailer, what size tanks should you have for water and SH and surfactant? And a lot of that's going to depend on, how big of a trailer you have, how much, that kind of stuff. So this rig here has 50-gallon water and 50-gallon SH. It has no soap tank. Why? Well, I don't need a soap tank. You can put your surfactant in the soap tank. The only reason why you need a surfactant tank is if you're going to do color. If you're going to do color, then you need a surfactant tank. If you're not doing color, you don't need a surfactant tank. Good to be back, bro. Glad everyone is doing great. We'll be tuning in weekly going forward. I heard UZ Marketing is a good place to get signs. I'm shopping around now. Yep, you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/signs, and that will help me out. It doesn't cost you any more. It is a my screen is all jacked up. It is an affiliate link for me, and if you buy from there, it doesn't cost you any extra, but it does help me out. Here's one of their signs right here. You can see the sign here, but that's a sign there. You can do multicolor. You can also do single color. I don't like that screen. I like my other screen here. I want to see something here. I don't like that one either. Well, I do. If you want to go check out pressurewashhelp.com/free, you can get 30 days free. The Christmas lights is in there also right now. But it probably will stay in there for right now. Huntsville, Alabama. Is growing, but there seems to be a whole lot of pressure washing business. How do I go about picking the right market? So, it don't matter where you are in the South. There's a whole lot of pressure washers everywhere. I don't worry about how many pressure washers there is. I worry about setting myself apart. How can I set myself apart? And how can I be consistent, relentless, and prolific with something? So if we're going to use Facebook, we're doing 2-3 posts a day. We're doing, a Facebook Live. We're doing, and we're doing this every day. And you can grow a business that way. If we're going to do signs, we're putting out 25, 50 signs a week, no matter what. We're putting those signs out no matter what. We are going to put them signs out if it's raining, if it's pouring. And, the person I was saying that was making $50,000 this year on a part-time in Charlotte, he got a fine and said, don't you put any more signs out here. So he just put all his signs in the next county over. And then he figured out how to do Facebook for free to get business. So sometimes you have to figure out what is your market. You have to figure out what can you do to get your pressure washing business. What are some things that will set you apart, that you are going to do it prolific, you're going to do it relentless, and you're going to do it consistent? What are you going to do that's going to set you apart from all your competitors? Because there's guarantee you at least one thing that you can do, that if you're consistent, prolific, and you're relentless, consistent, you do it every day no matter what. I do a Facebook Live on Sunday no matter what. I've missed maybe one out of the last 2 years. I am consistent when it comes to on a Sunday night YouTube Live. I am prolific. I am relentless when it comes to that YouTube Live on Sunday. Now, my Thursday, I'm consistent, but I'm not relentless, and I'm not prolific about it. I will try to do, I have missed Thursday nights, but a Sunday night, I can go back almost 2 years and I've missed one time, that 1 or 2 times that I missed a Sunday night. Other than that, I do them on vacation. I've done them from Disney. I've done them from wherever that you will see me on this YouTube live on a Sunday night. That's being consistent, prolific, and relentless. Now, if you find a marketing avenue, so Benjamin Gregory has been consistent, prolific, and relentless on LinkedIn marketing. And by him doing that, this month, he's going to do over $200,000 with one crew of 3 people, him and 2 helpers, and he's going to do over $200,000 in this within a month time. From starting last week till November 25th, he's going to do $200,000. He did a $56,000 roller coaster that he got from LinkedIn, that he got another $178,000 building cleaning, window cleaning, oxidation removal from a LinkedIn post there. So he has been relentless, he's been prolific, and he's been consistent for about the last 2 years, or about the last year on LinkedIn. And it's paid off multiple times. It's 100% free. It doesn't cost a thing. But he's made, I bet this year alone in 2021, he will almost do $400,000 from LinkedIn. Think about that. $400,000, one rig, one owner, 2 helpers that go with him everywhere, and going to do over $400,000 just from LinkedIn. That's not even counting Facebook and, the reoccurring customers. I think he said he's going to do about $600,000 or $700,000 with one crew. One little crew doing $600,000 to $700,000. It can be done. Now, how do we do it? By being prolific, being consistent, and being relentless. Now, is he in year 1? No, he's not in year 1. In fact, year 1 and 2 was pretty hard for old Benjamin. He's in year 5, and that's where he's at. Now, what does that mean? He made it over. I talked about in the beginning that 80% of you will fail within the first 18 months. So we got to get over that 2-year mark so that way we can keep moving and keep pushing. Did 3 Christmas-like quotes this week. 2 no, 1 pending. Haven't put out signs yet or Facebook posts. Going to launch some marketing this weekend. Hope y'all are raking it in. I got a brand new 10-gallon-a-minute Kohler in the shop. Anybody need to get around to getting it sold to get my money out of it? I got one too right here. It's a 10-gallon-a-minute. Actually, it's an 8-gallon-a-minute. It's a whole skid, and I will sell it. It's got the coming down here. It's got the hose reel, and it's got the soft wash system, and it's got a box right now. It's not on there right now. It's sitting right over here in my garage, and I will sell it to you for $12,000. I know I'd asked $15,000 for it before, $14,000, but it will be out the door and yours for $12,000. That will come with a $750 training day. I'll do my training with you so that way you can do it. And if you're not too far, I love to travel. I'll bring it to you. I'll load the baby up on my truck and I will bring it to you wherever you are. So if you want a business in a box, and Jason, and I'll tell you what, I'll give you 3 months of Jason mentorship with it too. So I'll throw the whole house on there. So for $12,000, you'll get the whole pressure washing rig. You'll get 3 months of Voxer, so you can have access to me, and I can help you out in any way I can. And then you'll be ready to be a business in itself right there. Put some yard signs up this week. I did a bunch of lights, tools, and safety gear. Don't worry about them. Focus on your business and the value you provide. I'm in Alabama too. Hit the thumbs up. What turns S.H. brown? Usually, if something falls in there, can turn it brown. The sun can turn it brown. All different kinds of things. There we got some thumbs up. Bought my first diesel Kubota rig car hauler trailer with a P40 comment soft wash system and a blend system for it with the hot box and reels and tanks. That sounds like a beast of a trailer. I do customer talk 80% BS with them about anything and 20% on the job itself. My goal is to take their mind off the work, and work's wonderful. Again, it's not about the pressure washing. You know, a lot of you guys think that we're selling pressure washing, but that's not what we're selling. We're selling customer service, and however we can make that customer happy, whether we're talking about making him happy through just talking or just talking about whatever. I was the first one to hit the like button. How much is the equipment? Well, this one here is $12,000. I'm running a comment that I repurposed for pressure or soft washing, going to rig up 12-volt rig next. Gas pumps can be annoying. They can be annoying. It goes back to what I always say. The fads come and go. In the beginning when I started, it was the air pump. The air pump is the number one thing. Of course, $3,000 into it, and guess what? There is some that still have air pump, but not many. And then it came the booster pump. Everybody gonna get a booster pump because the booster pump is the shiznick. It is the bomb, and they went out the door. And then now we're in the gas pumps. And the gas pumps they've been around. It ain't like this is some new technology. They've been around. I had one, and it lasted a year, and it went foobar after I put a bunch of money into it. I have Ane electric reels, but the damn thing keeps giving me alignment issues on the reel. Yeah, that sucks. Signs, magazine, front page, 10,000 door hanger. Google has 2,000 to 3,000 a month. And you're going to make money. You're putting some money out there, Mr. Thomas. That's what you got to do. Listen to Rich Dad, Poor Dad here on YouTube. You are worth the money. I know you have 2 8-gallon-minute trailers and only me. Got to hire and expand that next hurdle. Your opinion on garden hose for soft wash. I've used the Flexzilla hose, and actually DJ was just telling me. So DJ has this beautiful 10-gallon-a-minute rig, and last week he went down to Raleigh, North Carolina with me for training. So we left on Friday, and he took his truck in to get worked on, and it had a ticking noise, which was an exhaust manifold leak. And the exhaust manifold leak, we were gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and he had jobs on Tuesday, and they didn't have his truck done on Tuesday, so he had to go back to the old training rig, and the battery was dead, and I had to do some mahogany engineering, and to get it started, I had a piece of 6-gauge wire that I ran all the way up to the battery, to the starter on the pressure washer, and we got the 10-gallon-a-minute running. And then last night, yesterday, he was running this 10-gallon-a-minute pressure washer, and the key came out of the keyway out of the keyway on the pulley, and then he had to fix that last night. So he was just having all kinds of luck. But he has the 5/8 versus, so he has 5/8 on the really nice rig. We have 1/2-inch Curry on the other rig, and that 5/8 Flexzilla does give you more distance because the 5/8 is a better hose. It's a bigger hose, not a better hose, but it's a bigger hose, so you have less friction loss. So the 5/8 does help there, and then it's just lighter. That old Curry Tech, man, that's like hard stuff. I've had good luck with the J-Rod nozzles. I'm downstreaming most of them. Yep. Like you said, we self-service, not clean houses. Nobody stays at the Ritz to keep from getting rained on. It's true. You guys may like AWC May. Thanks for taking the time to make this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm all about making you guys money. That's what I want to do. Like seeing H2O make that $150,000 this year. I like to see Savannah and them do $200,000. They're going to do $220,000 their second year full time of pressure washing. Went from a $40,000 a year job to $220,000 just in pressure washing, and I think they could do $100,000 in Christmas lights. So they're going to, they could be over $300,000 in year 2 from pressure washing and hanging Christmas lights. From a $40,000 job, being gone 256 days out of the year, missing all their kids' birthday, his birthday, to making $300,000. It is possible, 100%. Do you have any examples of what LinkedIn posts would look like? I could probably show you some. I'll have to figure it out here real quick. Let me go into LinkedIn, and I'm going to show you some. So what I'm going to tell you is this is a person who you should follow, and if you follow this person, you will get what you need. Let me see if I can see if he's coming up here. Here, I will just scroll through here. Let's see. Seen. All right, so this is LinkedIn post. If you're on LinkedIn, this is a great guy to follow. He's the one that wrote the book They Ask You Answer, and he talks about marketing. And I learn a lot from him. What I tell you all, a lot of it comes from him. Said no one ever. Bummer, there's no video on this website, but hey, that's totally cool. I'm sure there's a video. There just isn't their thing. You with me? So, these are some things. So Benjamin Gregory is the dude that is, like I say, killing it on here. Life is barely long enough to get good. So this is one of his posts. So if you go in here, you can look him up, and you can go down here to activity. And these are some of the things that he has. This is some of the videos that he has posted. So this is one, whiskey fungus. I love whiskey fungus because it's the best before and afters you will ever get. That stuff looks nasty, but it's just a house wash and you're done. So this is what he put. The best part is making the difference, and it's just a clip of them. It's not, hey, come by. It's not, hey, do you need pressure washing? It's just talking about whiskey fungus and doing that kind of stuff. Then we go down here, the employees of he's talking about the rig of his new rig and that kind of thing. Let's see. He's commenting. That's why there's so many of those. I'm going to see. These aren't actually those he hasn't done. Let me see. I got to find some of his later ones. But you can see he's commenting on here. He's liking. He's following other people. He's doing things that you need to do on LinkedIn. It's not just about what to post, but here's one. Do you think this will make a difference? So this is, a minute 42 seconds. The before and after. Before and after. Wow, that's tough, right, guys? That's hard to do. Before and after. But you know what makes this really tough is when you don't take pictures and you don't do the video. It's hard to make stuff if you don't do that stuff. So that's why you got to make sure that you're getting those pictures and you're getting those before and afters and you're doing all that kind of stuff. That's the importance of it. Our recent work is this is probably the same thing, yeah, because he has 8 comments. But this is some things that you can do right here. He did Covington Transit. This is a monthly thing he does. The before and the after. Wow, that's tough. hard to make a video. He's got a little of the green light in there. Just something to show, This is what we do. Medical laboratory cleaning. Before, after. Wow, that's tough. That's all. And look, it's not saying, hey, I'm a pressure washer. You need my services. Get a free quote. You want my services. Go to my website. It doesn't say that at all. Medical, and here's the client was unsure that it could be cleaned. Absolutely, we can clean it. The power of science. That's all it is. You don't have to sit there and beat it down people's throat. People don't want it beat down their throat. Because if you beat it down their throat, it's not going to happen. That's not what sells jobs, right? Now, we can show what we do. Absolutely, we can show what we do. But we're not beating it down the throats of it. That's not what we're doing. Them are some things that you're going to look at. And so those are the things that you post. Those are the things. And yes, I comment on his stuff. Yes, I comment on other pressure washing stuff. Yes, he comments on other pressure washing stuff. Why? Because I probably sent a lot of people his way. This is what he's been doing a lot. This is what I actually wanted to see, but he hasn't posted. Let's see, when did this get posted? This was 2 weeks ago. So this is his normal post. Usually he's done a lot of these. You take a picture of what it looked like before, and you take a picture of the exact same picture of what it looked after. And then you can go on your phone, and you can use the app DIFF, D-I-F-F. It looks like a pineapple. And when you do that, that is what we can do to make this look like this. And you can put the two pictures, the before picture, the after picture, and then we can just do the back and forth. And this is what he does a lot right here. He's actually been changing it up a little bit, but this, if you go through his page, you will see. And look, it's had 828 views. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Now, what do? Go find people that do well on. Go find people that do things excellent and do the same thing. When I tell you to go do signs, go do thousands of signs. That's what you need to do. Hey, Jason, can you approve my request to Facebook? Yes, I haven't been. I've been gone, and my computer was foobarred today, so that's what I had to do. I landed an apartment management company, $25,000, $18,000 pressure washing, $7,000 gutter cleaning worth of work. Started Monday, way to end the year. That's amazing. That's a high five right there. High five, fist bump. That's amazing, dude. Where can you just find the aluminum skid? pressurewashhelp.com/skid will send you to where that skid is. What do you think about Mike's idea with Augusta Lawn Care? He owns a landscape web design company as well. His rate is a flat monthly fee of $400 for website maintenance, website, and SEO. Mike's idea with Augusta Lawn Care. I don't know if he does pressure washing or not. I don't know how well. I don't know what they're doing. DJ needs that extra headache work. Keeps him sharp. Yesterday I pulled my cord out of my pressure washer. Then my battery on my 12 volt went poo poo. So I started my truck and hooked up the battery. Now, like I say, just because you make $150,000 or just because you make $300,000 don't mean that crap ain't going to go foobar, and it's going to happen. It's how you work through it. You just shake your head, and usually when a day like this happens, 3 or 4 more things will happen because that's just the luck of old karma. It's like when karma goes boo, it goes boo-hoo, and that's what happens. I need to do 250 next year. It's possible. Let's see. Have a professional appearance, clean rig, and don't be drunk when you record your video. That's true. That doesn't do very good when you're drunk. Good evening, everyone on the platform. Where can I find chemical mixtures for different surfaces? PressureWashHelp.com/free. PressureWashHelp.com/free. 30 days free in my membership. I got it in there. So, make sure you don't suck. And I know I hit on this and somebody's like, you need to make a shirt that says don't suck. I have started out with garden hose reels from Tractor Supply for water hose and 5/8 chem hose on all my 3/8 hoses are 50 feet and not on reels. I need to figure out. Somebody just gave me a super chat and I appreciate that. Started install. Thanks for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Helps support the channel. Starting a LinkedIn while listening to this now. Should I put my company name first or personal name with company under it? LinkedIn is all about networking. Networking is people to people. So you want to put if you looked at it, Benjamin Gregory, I'll show you, don't even have his business name on there. Look, Benjamin Gregory, revolutionizing the pressure washing business. Don't even have his company name on there. So that's just what you can do. So what I would tell you is go to his LinkedIn. I've showed it to you. You got to play it back to make sure you got the right person and just see how he's done things. And I'm not saying copy him, but I'm just saying use it to your will. So, with that said, I hope you all have a great weekend. I got soccer games this weekend. I don't know what you all are doing. I know people are getting busy with Christmas lights. So that's amazing. Christmas lights is a great business also. And so that's awesome. Tag people that are related to what you are talking about. More people will see your stuff. Yep. Do you do Christmas light ride-alongs? If and when I book a $25,000 in November, will you come to Lynchburg? Call me. Yes, I will. I do ride-alongs for Christmas lights. I try to do them for pressure washing. I was bad this year about doing it. I did a couple. I haven't gotten them up yet. But yes, I do that. So let me know because I would love to come up there and see how you're doing. What's the app name? DIF, DIF. Let me see if I can pull it up here and show you what it actually looks like. I think it's on the end here. It is the bottom one right there, right next to Company Cam, which is another great one. Right there. You can't see it very well. DIF before and after is what it's called. I plan to use my personal name and put things about my business in it. Yep. Hope you play goalkeeper. She does play goalkeeper. Thanks, Jason. Later, dudes. Have to go put some signs out. I have a belt drive 5.5 hooked up to an IBC tote and can't get it to pull from the tank. Any suggestions? What size hose or what size tubing you have? Make sure that it's a half inch. I would probably do 1 inch, 3/4 to 1 inch, and make sure that there's no restrictions, no kinks, none of that kind of stuff. Also, open the trigger or take off all the hose and just start it with nothing. Sometimes there's air in that pump, and if you got a long hose on it, that air can't get untrapped. So them are some things. Lights are already going up. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Jason, I need help. I have a log cabin scheduled to clean and don't want to wash off the stain with SH. It's in nice condition, a little bit of algae. I would just do a really light house wash mix is what I would do. Because if you do anything else, it's probably going to pull it. And it shouldn't hurt it too much. or you can do a test spot with hydroxide. But hydroxide don't really like to kill the mold, and so that's why I would do the SH. So with that said, I'm going to jump off here. Hope you all have a great night. Again, if you go to pressurewashhelp.com/free, you can get 30 days free. And then I do have some stuff coming up for the in-person stuff, but I don't have it on the website. I'm going to be talking to Bobby and Ray Burke. We're going to be doing something probably in January, February, or March, probably January or February. And so that'll be pretty awesome. And I'm going to be getting my dates for my in-person trainings coming up. I will have some in February and March, I'll probably do those in Raleigh just because where it's, it sucks up here. And so them are some things that I would look at. So them are the things. Hope you all have a great night. Go out there and make some money, change your life, change your family tree, be awesome, do awesome things, and take care of your family. Don't leave your family alone. Make sure you take care of your family. Make sure that you take care of your wife. Make sure you take care of your kids. And, I read a book the other day, and just don't be 50-50 with your wife. Be 100%. Even if she's not 100% with you, be 100% to her, and everything will be better. Because when you do 100% for your significant other, things happen. And so make sure that you are good to your family. Make sure that you take care of your family. Have a good night, and I'll see you all later.